And I'm not talking about, just a good work ethic. It's you really have to really love your job and love this job. Like my dad said nga, you have to respect the job and then the job will respect you. Everything else will follow. I'm sure
Okay.
in some aspects there are advantages in terms of like being connected to already your showbiz family, diba, in terms of like I guess connections and everything like that. But you know what? At the end of the day, walang mangyayari din sa'yo kahit sino pa yung dad mo if you have nothing to present. And I'm not
Yes.
talking about, just a good work ethic. It's you really have to really love your job and love this job. Like my dad said nga, you have to respect the job and then the job will respect you. Everything else will follow.
Mhm.
So it really doesn't matter. And I don't like using that card. I changed my name. Para lang,
Mhm.
syempre, it's still malapit, my story pa rin. But I changed my name, but I don't have to like, have to ride that boat. I made my own name. And then I sort of found my own genre. I wouldn't say genre. I would found my own pocket in this world of show business or in cinema. And I started growing my tree from there. Hindi siya madali. Ayaw ko talaga siya. Tapos
Mahirap
pag
ba?
Oo, tapos pag tinignan mo pa si Angeli, parang, ngek, parang kang nananakal ng rabbit. Hindi, it's really, it's hard, even personally, because when I go home, I'll think about that. I think, shit, sorry. I'll think like, nasaktan ko ata si, ganito, may co-actress, co-actor, I must have done this. Should I have done that? It always bothers me. But the worst part of it is kapag nare-realize ko na may mga ginagawa ko na hindi naman hinihingi na hindi naman nakasulat sa script. Pag ginagawa ko siya, nakakatakot kasi nanggaling sa akin yun. And sometimes when you watch yourself, it really is like, oh my God, I allow myself to go. I allowed myself to go there, which is actually it's ugly, but it's not as hard as living with it after. Although it's fake, it's the thought of that came from me.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's like allowing yourself to turn into the monster. But at the same time, that's also the same blanket na ginagamit ko to give me comfort because if what you're asking for is the worst part of me, then I guess that's what I'm going to give. Ang pinaka-importante lang sa akin, which is also one of the difficulties, is for my co-actress or co-actor to trust me. Because when I do something na hindi na pag-usapan because the moment or something inside of me called for it, I want to know also or I want to believe na yung ka-eksena ko, alam niyang hindi ako yon. And that comes with time, that comes with getting to know each other. And pero minsan kasi no matter how many times or how hard you try to open up, it's also how the person receives you, diba? So it's really that. As long as that's how I deal with it. That's how I first of course I have to like rely on my script and my director. If my director is happy with what's happening and as long as he's saying it's okay, then I'm happy that I'm doing my job. Pero kapag hindi na niya gusto, oh yeah, sure, hindi ko na gagawin yun. Kasi pangit na nga in the first place eh. But at the end of the day, what fixes it all nga is like what we've been talking about since the beginning is yung level of trust talaga kailangan nandun. For your, first of all, your trust in your project. And of course, that comes with your director. The trust that you're getting from your co-actors and most importantly, especially for everybody else is yung tiwala mo sa sarili mo nga eh. That's what really like helps you get through it. Tapos yung pagka-cut, tapos makita mo si Angie, nakangiti, yay, nakagano. Tapos like,